Hi folks, welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles 1. As you'll recall, we're playing through this so that we can get in the mood for the upcoming competition on the Sprocket subreddit, which is run by LegoDudeLol9a and is set in the Valkyria Chronicles universe. So, without further ado, let's carry on where we left off, with Chapter 2, Escape from Brule.
Isara, Martha, please be okay.
Not the sound you want to hear.
Martha!
What's her problem? Is she pregnant or just fat?
Who cares? Not gonna make any difference when she's dead.
Stop this now.
See what she's wearing? Take a good look at that shawl. She's a darkson.
And that explains it. I thought this place stunk. Now I know it does. So, we got ourselves a
And there's
fat
your
one
fantasy races.
and a stinky one. PU. It's a regular pig farm in here.
So I said in the last episode we were about to establish how evil the bad guys are. I was thinking of this scene.
Watch your tongue in this house.
We didn't get to it in that episode.
You have to leave now.
That's a big gun for such a little girl. Drop it.
Isara!
Huh? Hold it right there!
Ugh!
Die! Darkson pig!
Isara, are you okay?
Yeah, she's a badass, Welkin.
I'm okay thanks to you. But Martha, I think she's...
Martha!
This isn't good. She's gone into labor. Moving her would be dangerous.
Right. Well, we can't just leave her here. What are we gonna do? There are a lot of Imperials out there, Is. It's only a matter of time before they take over the Mill Plaza.
Welks, listen. The barn out back.
What about it?
Our fathers have left us something. Something that might get us out of this mess.
Of all the things in the plot of this game, this is probably the biggest leap for me. You'll see in a minute. Let's just watch it. They have a tank in the garage and a crane.
Dad's tank. Whoa. I can't believe it's still here.
And it's one of a kind. Here it is, the Edelweiss. Tamer built it especially for General Gunther.
Yeah, and it worked great, too. So it's just been parked here in the barn?
And you never
I wanted
checked.
to make sure it would still operate, you know, in case of emergencies. I enrolled in a maintenance class given by the military. I wanted to be able to do what my father could do.
Well, that's great. But that's only a class, Isara.
It really didn't need much, hardly any alterations at all. I just fitted it with a new turbine engine. It really improves on the power to weight ratio. The Edelweiss is field-worthy. Its firepower and mobility are more than a match for recent models.
Well, assuming it does work. What's next?
All right, Welks, you took the armored vehicle course, didn't you?
Yeah,
Convenient.
back in high school. Once.
We'll bring Martha here. She'll be safe inside the tank, and we can move to a better location. Just leave the driving to me, okay? All you have to do is give the orders.
Yes, she took a vehicle maintenance course and now she can drive a tank. A highly advanced prototype tank.
Isara, we ready to roll?
Engaging engine. The Edelweiss is ready for deployment.
Alicia could still be out there dodging bullets, buying time for people to evacuate. Here's the plan. We're gonna pick up Alicia and get out of town. All right, Edelweiss, move out!
But yay, tank. See, this is where I already was starting to fall in love with tanks. And this game just sort of sealed it for me. But yeah, let's talk about this for a second. Okay, so Welkin's lived in the same house, presumably his whole life, as far as we can tell. He's 22 years old. Granted, he's been away to university, but there was a garage outside your house that was just big enough for a tank, and it was filled with a tank and a crane to maintain said tank, and you didn't know it was there? Did you never look? In 22 years? I mean, I don't know what. I'm not sure how that was a surprise. Also, Isara, I love you, you're wonderful, you're extremely cool and badass and clever, but you're a 16-year-old girl. How did you swap? Do an engine swap on a tank on your own without anybody knowing about it in your garage? I mean, have you any idea how heavy a normal engine is, let alone a tank engine? Oh, I don't know, maybe Ragnite turbine engine, whatever, are super lightweight, but I doubt it. I mean, everything in this, all the vehicles in this universe are pretty chunky, to be honest. Anyway, the Edelweiss is a cool tank. I really like the Edelweiss. Although the idea that it was designed at the end of the First World War is, again, pushing the suspension of disbelief, even if you take on board that Isara's father, Timo, was a genius. Because it's you know, late Second World War stuff, prototype MBT or whatever you want to call it, a fast medium tank with heavy armor. It's got everything. But anyway, it's on our side, and that's good. We're going to need it, and in a bit we're going to get to drive it, which is the most important bit. Yes, we're finally getting to tanks. It's the reason we're here.
Here's the brief for this operation.
The enemy squad is centered around a single tank, currently advancing from the plaza onto the main road. We need to defend the gate on that road. If the enemy breaches it, the evacuating townspeople will be in danger. They'll probably head for the gate and try to destroy it. The tank will be with them. Our goal here is to take out that tank while keeping the gate standing. Without the help of your tank, it's next to impossible for us to destroy their tank. Until we can rendezvous, the Brule Town Watch will do everything we can to keep that gate in one piece. The Town Watch will need to hold off for the enemy forces until you arrive with the tank. We'll need to use the sandbags around the starting point and the gate for cover to hold back the Empire's attack. Victory condition: the enemy tank is destroyed. Failure: Brule's main gate is destroyed. Finally, the first actually challenging failure condition: and Welkin dies, Alicia dies, 20 turns past. Okay, don't need to worry about that.
Let's begin. We've got to stop them here. If this gate falls, there's going to be even more casualties among the townspeople. The Town Watch will defend this gate so as many people as possible can get away. Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
About sandbags and hand grenades. Well, we already covered this in the last episode, but by moving behind sandbags and selecting crouch, a unit's defenses are maximized and extra damage from headshots is negated. When focusing on defense or ending one's turn, it's always best to hide this way. Contrarily, this means that enemies hiding behind cover are well protected and more difficult to defeat as well. This is why the hand grenade is used. Its explosive power can destroy sandbags. Press the tab button, the weapon toggle button, to cycle among your options to hand grenades. In this battle, Alicia possesses some, and she did in the last one, but you didn't tell us and we needed them. Grenades are limited in number, so use them wisely. Each player phase, units will recover one hand grenade from hammer space. Okay, so here's the gate. There's a tank. here's our two generic soldiers and Alicia. Basically the way it's going to work is the tank's going to blast the gate every chance it gets, or we can't deal with that, but what we can do is stop the enemy troopers lobbing grenades at the gate and adding insult to injury, and if we can do that, then we'll have done enough. Right, first things first, let's survey the scene. So what I want to do is I actually want to try something. I know that the enemy comes down this flank a lot, so I want to put Alicia up here and see what she can't gun down using covering fire. We'll take some pot shots at this shock trooper. No joy, never mind. This could be a really bad decision. I'm just trying that out as a new sort of tactic. I'm going to put this guy here. Has he got eyes on anybody? A very long shot on that shock trooper, but main weapon ammunition is free, so why not? And then with this fellow, I'm actually going to go up here and start trying to clear out some of the other enemies on the map, like him. Okay. That's fine. Because we've got another command point to use. So we'll make sure we deal with this guy who surprised us. Don't even think about it. And that's one less command point for them. Smash. Woohoo! Yeah, there's lots of guys there. Okay, so we're just gonna hide over here. Yes. Don't, why are you shooting the tank? It's so pointless. Oh, okay. Oh, for a minute there I thought it was going to run over Alicia. I was like, that would be fair punishment for positioning her there. I think you sort of canonically meant to put her up in the, there's a watchtower over at our starting position. Ta-da! One down, covering fire. That does hurt, even in cover. I was forgetting just how much damage shock troopers could do. Welcome to your first, well, the first I've noticed shock trooper anyway. So they have submachine guns and much more effective at covering fire, and just generally take and do more damage than scouts, but they can't move as far. It's a shame. I really thought she might be able to stop him getting this grenade off. If we'd had everybody guarding our sandbags, then we probably would have been able to gun him down. It's okay though. This is still fine. About Ragnite. A small amount of damage is healed at the start of each player phase. Sometimes a unit that has suffered heavy damage needs to help to arrive faster. They need Ragnite. And like I said, Ragnite, which is the analog for oil in this universe, gets used for everything. Grenades, engines, planes, and medicine. It heals wounds as well. So no wonder they fight over it. We'll also get an analog for nukes later on, which looks quite different, but we'll get to that. Yet another product of Ragnite, or Ragnite combines healing and antibiotic properties into a single medical package. Select it with the tab button and then press the E button to select a target. Place the crosshairs on a nearby ally to heal them, or place them onto no one to use this handy item to heal yourself. It is certainly handy. Right. First things first, we need to... So we can take him out, but I want him... Alicia should be capable. He's standing up. I thought he was crouching. The fact that he's standing up means we're okay. So, yeah, let's dispatch that scout over there. We only need to land one hit. That's good, and that's one less command point for them. And then we'll have Alicia save herself. Eesh. That was the machine gun on the tank. Alicia could be in danger here. We're gonna hopefully try and cut her some slack here though. By at least reducing the number of enemies she's got to deal with. I don't like his accuracy. Oh, that's really bad. I should have crouched. Still. Oh no, we lost generic town watchman. It's alright, he's not dead, he just retreated. I'm not doing my best here. We could definitely do this without any casualties, but I've done this mission a lot of times over the years, so I'm just trying something new.
No! If this keeps up...
Really need to get rid of that shock trooper. Yeah, we're done. That's an interesting ragdoll, Alicia.
I can't.
Alicia!
Goodness knows how Welkin knew that happened, but he's got sixth sense. Okay, so the moral of this story is don't try new things when you're recording for a YouTube video. Yes, we know, Alicia. Right. Well,
Moving out.
we're just going to do this the boring way then.
Now.
So although we could go over there, the tank is going to block them, and we want to get as many shots on them. 2 headshots, well done from that range. We want to get shots on them as they're running down towards the gate. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you can get through there. We don't want everyone to be too close together because that would be bad if they throw a grenade at us. Okay. Right. So we'll just play it defensive. We don't need that command point. We can use it next turn, maybe if we need it. So any that you don't use get banked. Again, I apologize about my voice. It's still not, my throat's still not behaving itself, sorry. see how the tank covers them there. But we're still going to get them on this run down to the gate, hopefully. There we go. Perfect. Every soldier that we stop is one less grenade on that gate, which is what's important. But scouts are really no threat to you when you're in cover. So this is the guarantee. Get yourself a C rating. Just do what you're supposed to do. Don't get clever. But we are going to need to use one of Alicia's grenades to dislodge him. There's a shock trooper crouched behind sandbags. You're never going to deal with that with a scout. Yeah, so grenades are not going to reach from here, but running out in front of the tank and a shock trooper is going to get us killed. That's okay, because we'll heal up first, and then, ugh, gosh, that didn't really help. Oh well, we wasted our extra CP, but never mind. Maybe it did help. I mean, we've got a lot of fire there. But we want to climb up here. And from here, our grenade reaches. Bye-bye, shock trooper. But we do not want to stay up here, because there's no cover here. We want to get crouched as quickly as possible. Alicia will deal with that scout. Let's... Town Watchmen, they don't have grenades, but they do have Ragnite, which we'll use on Alicia.
Thank you.
That'll do for now. Again, we'll bank those 2 command points. They'll come in handy when Welkin turns up.
No! If this keeps up...
Hooray! Welkin's here. Those extra 2 command points will come in handy. Right. We've got a tank now. This changes everything. But as you'll see, it does cost 2 command points per turn to use.
The tank should be able to breach that wall. It may provide us with a shortcut, Lux.
All right, let's give it a shot. Hang in there, Alicia.
Do you know, I've never even thought about if there's a way of not using that shortcut. I don't think there is, actually. I mean, who wouldn't use it? Sorry, tanks possess firepower and endurance far beyond that of foot soldiers. They are able to deflect nearly all gunfire from enemy foot soldiers. This makes them a solid wall for your own ground units to hide behind. Unlike ground units, however, tanks do not recover a portion of their lost HP each turn. Tanks also consume 2 CP when selected in command mode. Relying too heavily on tanks in battle will quickly lead to a fatal shortage of CP. Additionally, tanks require AP to turn, so take care to plan ahead which direction you'd like to face at the turn's end. Yeah, but tanks are awesome, so it's worth it. Smash.
Hostile sighted! Hostile sighted!
Look! It's a tank! It's a Gallian tank!
Alicia, I'm sorry we're late.
Welkin, you have a tank?
Appropriate reaction.
We can talk later. Right now, we need to stop those soldiers.
Enemy tank sighted, Welks. Switching to anti-tank combat. Armor-piercing shells loaded.
All right, let's go take it down.
Well, we can't get a shot on the tank from here. About attacking with the tank. Tanks have three major means of attack: anti-armor shells, explosive mortar rounds, mounted machine gun. Anti-armor shells are effective against enemies that are covered in hard armor, surprisingly, such as tanks. Explosive mortars will hit a broad area with a Ragnite blast, ideal against ground units. It's a HE shell. Mortars travel along an arc, aim for the center of multiple foes for major results, but beware that ammunition is limited. It's a tank grenade, basically. The machine gun is best suited to striking enemies that are too close for the mortar and is used to intercept incoming enemies. Press the tab button to switch weapons to meet the needs of each situation. Yeah, well right now I want to get rid of these guys because, you know, they're evil.
Fire!
So that's the mortar, which is very satisfying. Tanks HP. Tanks have two separate HP totals, body HP and tread HP. Attacks to the tank's body and main cannon will reduce body HP, while blows to the treads will reduce tread HP. If BHP reaches 0, the tank is destroyed. If THP reaches 0, AP is drastically cut, but you can still move. It's easier to deal damage to the treads than to the body, even with grenades. Halting a tank before taking it out at your leisure may be a strategy that's both safe and sensible, but is guaranteed to get you a D ranking or worse, because it'll take too long. The glowing blue radiator plate at the back of the tank's rear is its weak point, where even standard bullets can do reasonable damage. This is the Ragnite radiator I was talking about, which is going to be a necessary design feature in LEGO Doodle 9A's tank design challenge. Try to get behind enemy tanks for a chance to take them down while being careful not to expose your own rear to hostile fire. And let's use the tank again, because we can. Try and get a no. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, all we need is a clear shot on that radiator. That's one. And let's go again, Welkin. I don't want to miss you. Kraboom. Job's a good one. See, tanks solve everything. That's why we love them.
Yes, we stopped it. Nice work.
Also, definitely win you points with the girls, at least in this very, very specific and unusual situation.
Woohoo! Now you're my hero, Welkin.
See?
The Imperials are running off for now. Looks like we bought some time at least.
Welks! It's a boy! Martha had a boy!
She gave birth in Dad's tank.
Appropriate reaction. I don't know if any of you have ever been present at the birth of a child, but the idea of all of that going on in the back of a tank is best. Just don't think about it too much.
Yes, and without complications. They're both perfect.
I mean, was Isara, you know, cutting cords and cleaning up while driving? I have no idea.
Good. That's fantastic.
Please don't tell me anymore.
Now let's stay sharp as we head out of town.
Oh, we got an A rank. Accidental A ranking. Basically, yeah, I think to get an A rank on this mission, you just have to make sure you've got an extra 2 CP saved up so that Welkin can, well, Edelweiss can destroy the tank on the first turn that they arrive.
Two hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so? Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia? Oh, he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here.
Support that head, Welkin.
Look, that's your hometown.
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
What do anime World War II refugee babies use for nappies, I wonder? Or diapers, if you speak American. Alright, well that's more than enough for one episode. We're over half an hour, because it's entirely my fault, I screwed up. Well, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Do look out for Lego Doodle 9A's Valkyria Chronicles design challenge on the Sprocket subreddit. I'm really looking forward to that. And it'd be nice to get to compete in a competition myself for a change rather than just running them. Anyway, I should shut up and go away. So, I've been TE, your friendly neighborhood Sprocket subreddit moderator. And until next time, take care out there.